chime in this afternoon. What is it? Afternoon, kind of going into the evening. This is the last day of two of 2022. Okay, and wow, we've had a very interesting, fabulous year in a lot of regards, and I am so looking forward to a new year. Let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know. I am Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I bring you grown folk topics of discussion. Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for being so supportive to me throughout this year. I'm telling you, I could not have done what I do and did without you. You guys make it go for me. It motivates me. It keeps me trying to come forward with wonderful, wonderful content for you. And irregardless of what I may be going through, I've still been able to keep my smile on, keep my positive, keep my head on the swivel for new and exciting content. And I just love you guys. I love you. And I'm looking forward to a fabulous new year. You know, the last 6 months of this year has been very, very, very challenging for me. Thank God, wake up and rise up and do it, do it, do it. And for you that are going out, this evening or even today, please be careful. I'm looking out the window now and it is really, really, really raining out. The weather is yucky. And there's a couple of things that I was invited to do today and I could not make it because of the weather conditions and because of not feeling too great myself. So I didn't want to go out and risk getting myself sick with all this stuff going on too. So I just wanted to tell you guys to be careful. The freeways are really, really dangerous with the water puddles. My dear relative hydroplaned on the freeway almost a couple of months ago and almost lost his life because the car was thrown from one side of the freeway back and forth. Car, big truck totaled out. Um, and he is in recovery still to this day. So thank God he is alive. But we have got to be careful. We have got to be mindful of everyone else that's on the road too, because not just looking out for you, but looking out for the others. And because for real, some people they don't know how to drive, and some people um their tires are not good. And you know, when we have this hard rain, this new wet rain, the oils are on the ground, the roads are slick. I had to go to an appointment yesterday and I had to be out in the rain a little bit and it's nothing nice. The roads, the freeways are really, really dangerous. And I saw a few puddles myself that I tried to kind of avoid because I too at one time had kind of hydroplaned on the freeway in a puddle. This was some time ago, and I was able to keep my car steer straight and get through that. But it was really scary. It wasn't as bad as my relatives, but it was scary, and it could have been really worse. If you brake or you turn your wheel, um, and things of that nature, you could the car just kind of get lifted and taken away with the current. So do be careful. And I just want to talk on, man, the challenges in the year. You know, we all have had it. And what I love about the beginning of the year, you know, I don't get caught up in, oh, wow, it's New Year's. Okay, it's nothing like it. It's just, it is a fun time to celebrate the new beginnings of a new, fresh year. And I love that about New Year's. And also, it sets the tone for the start of the calendar all over again. It sets the stone for my birthday coming up. Yay. And man, are they coming up fast. I just had a birthday, it seemed like. Just look. Here it come again. But I thank God that I'm here, that I'm healthy, that I'm able to, you know, enjoy it. I usually try to get away to Vegas around this time, but I canceled that trip and I will be doing that later on in the year. But I have some relatives and friends that's celebrating for the new year out in Vegas right now. I have not yet did the Vegas, Nevada New Year's celebration. I heard that it's really, really wonderful. The weather is bad though. I wouldn't want to be all in the streets like that with just wet and cold. But we also have the Raiders and the Niners big thing going on. So for those of you who are able to be a part of that, man, I wish I was in the house for real. Um, but yeah, let's just try to positive perspectives, some positive things moving forward. Get too caught up into New Year's resolutions per se, but some do. I mean, I did tell myself that I was going to start back with the gym um, January, and I will. I've had to set it down somewhere because of healing after hiatal hernia repair surgery and also esophagus um, spasms, and my esophagus is not opening and closing in the way it should. This happened, it started happening after, hey doc, happy New Year's. It started happening after the surgery, as I mentioned before, and apparently they're saying I always had this. I ain't always had this, y'all. Let me just tell y'all, no, I haven't. But it started happening, and so certain things or certain times I eat, I get this really spasmic, something's caught feeling, and they're trying to figure out how to treat this. Um, Medications they put me on didn't do me a world of good, but put me in the hospital. So they need to figure something else out. And I don't want to go under nobody's knife again unless God say so. Okay? Because I'm no more. No more. Mm. So I would say the main focus is to continue to thrive and strive to be healthier. Whatever it is that you could work on per se, not according to what other people want you to work on, but what you know in your heart you need to work on. We all got something that we need to work on. So continue to work on that. It could be vices, it could be addictive behaviors, it could be life changing things. Perhaps you want to become more healthier because of, you know, health conditions you have that you can change. Stop smoking cigarettes. Some are just not gonna give up the Mary Jane. They not gonna give up the marijuana. They just not gonna stop it. They just gonna keep doing it. And I mean, whatever. You know. Excuse me, you guys. Um, Whatever you know floats their boat. I can't speak for most, but if that's what floats your boat, okay. But remember this: regardless of how it makes you feel, when you smoke on anything and the smoke is going in your lungs, smoke is going in your lungs. Your lungs is still becoming black, spotted, and tarred, whether it's marijuana or tobacco. So don't um, be confused about that. It is what it is. Um, they have a lot of edibles going on. I'm not saying it's the perfect thing to do, but as far as that compared to smoking something, it's probably the better bet, you know. But anyway, people, it's time to focus on our health. It's time to focus with the new beginnings, the new year. Focus on your goals. Focus on, your passions, what you're passionate about. I had someone say to me not long ago, um, well, they questioned the fact, well, aren't you a little too old to be doing? No, you're never too old to learn, to grow, to fulfill your passion. Keep pushing. Can't nobody tell me nothing about I'm too old to do nothing because I'm going to Die trying, okay? And whatever it is I've been passionate about, and this is one of them, I'm gonna keep pushing until the wheels fall off. And God ain't told me the wheels falling off yet. As a matter of fact, He added a couple more wheels so that the ride can be more balanced, okay? So pray about things. Sorry, you guys, kind of popped me out of there. Pray about things that you're passionate about, that you're trying to do, that you want to do. Ask for some direction. Ask for the right people to surround you in your life goals, in your route that you're taking. Because sometimes we could overconsume ourselves with a lot of negative, dark energy, a lot of negative, dark people that will do nothing but um, cause you to stumble. You know, they'll cause you to stumble by waving that filet mignon in your face or having something negative to always say about your reach. Age is one. Um, just always trying to throw tar on top of what you're trying to do. So sometimes you have to pull yourself back from the negative influences and the negative opinionated folks. Because some proclaim to be looking out for your best interests, but no, they're not. They're waiting for you to slip, fall, and stumble so they can have something to talk about. And as long as they not saying nothing, first of all, if people are sitting back there running their mouth about things, usually it's because your light is shining. You doing something. You doing something right. You doing something right. All right. When they quiet, they getting scared. They like, ooh, yeah. So pay attention. Pay attention to the type of folks that you encircle yourself around, the type of opinions that people give. I mentioned the other day about giving a friend constructive criticism about their approach with how they deal with people in the line of business that they're in. They kind of hammer you when you don't know instead of just coming out and explaining and enlightening you about something. It takes patience. It does. But you got to do that to gain people's trust. You got to do that to make them feel comfortable with getting in your zone. And teamwork is the dream work. You get a few good people on your team, man. Whew, you winning. You winning for real. So we have got to joy bragging whether you're talking about it or just showing them. Yep, that's right, Doc. Yep. They look at it and yeah, whether you're just talking about it or showing it, people do. And, you know, that's why you have to be confident in knowing that what you do is right for you. You have to be confident in knowing that, your path is set straight and you're going there regardless of what people say, regardless of what people do, because that can be a trip, slip, and a fall for you if you get caught up. I knew someone who, whenever someone would say anything negative about what they were doing, no matter how positive they felt about it, they would be down about it. And sometimes they would change things according to what other people say. And sometimes other people are saying things because they want you to change it because they want you to fall. They want you to tangle up. They want you to trip up. So be mindful of that in your new year that you're crossing over. If there's things that you procrastinated on, because I know sometimes I have quite a bit of things on my plate. It's like this, that. And I'm like, man, I got to get to that. I got to get to this. I got to get to that. I got to get to this. And before you know it, I'm procrastinating. I am putting something off that probably should have been taken care of and doing something else. So you have to have a system. You have to have my biggest thing is my planner, my calendar book. I keep everything in there, from having to drop something to the postal service to having to do some big project. I keep everything in there because It keeps it on the forefront of what's priority for me. And sometimes we do get caught up in our day. We do get caught up in our world where things could get put back on the back burner. I was sharing with someone the other day that has worked for me for quite a few years now. I created a spreadsheet regarding all of my bills and things like that I have to take care of every month. And maybe twice a week, I glance at this spreadsheet to remind me of what's coming up, what's due, what I need to take care of, what needs to be. And before I didn't do that. I would just let a pile of mail, you know, fill up, and then maybe every 2 weeks go through them, and then I'll say, "Oh man, that was due last week. Whoops, missed that one. Oh, that was due 2 weeks ago. Whoops, missed that one." And it didn't work for me doing it like that with the pile of mail. I just, unless you are the type to go through your mail every day, which most of us don't open our mail every day. But if you are, that may work for you. But the spreadsheet works wonders for me. And, try it. Just list everything, put it in the spreadsheet, put your due date, put when you pay it, put the date that you paid it, put your reference number if it gave you a confirmation reference number next to it, because you never know when you may need to call somebody and say, I did pay that. And then they'll say, well, no, we have no payment for it. Well, okay, here's my reference number right here. On such and such a date, I paid this. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Okay. So works for me. Try it. And let me know what happens. Let me know if that works for you too. Just create a spreadsheet. If you don't know how to create a spreadsheet, have somebody create it for you. But once you get it in there, it's easy to pull it back up and just kind of work with it. So, look into is always starting a new product and do tend to go back. Yeah, creative people are starting new products and we do get intertwined. I'm gonna tell you, Chill, I did put out that first book, and I've started a second book, and I just kind of do a little bit here and there when I think about it. But the way I did the first book is I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And it finally got to the point where I just totally focused on, look, this is my goal. I need to finish this, get it done, get it done. Because I found myself getting more caught up with a new project. I'm working on the book, and then okay, let's do a single. Or let's work on that CD. Or and then that takes you can't do everything at once. So that takes you off of that, and you're so caught up into this, or I got caught up into the book, and then I couldn't write my music because I write all my music. So it's like, okay, writer's block because I've been putting it over here and I can't put it over there. So you have to, because you're creative, what you're thinking, your mindset, and your projects, you have to have a plan A to Z. I say list down your to dos, and as you complete them, finish them, work towards them, check it off, you know, make you a little reminder log or whatever. Commit to a few times a week of working on whatever it is you're doing and get it done. It's nothing worse than something falling through our fingertips and we don't finish it. And before you know it, you see how fast these years are going by. Before you know it, we're at another 2 years from now, and it's like, where has time gone? And that's what will happen. Time flies, it waits on no one. And so you have to let your creativity flow, find your purpose, focus on being organized is the only way to go. Yes, Phil, it is. And I must say, I am I'm one that I'm organized with some things, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Some things I'm just not. I need work. I need development. Um, that my organizational skills. Sometimes I get overwhelmed because I try to put my hands in too many pods. I know where things is. I know where my notes are. I know what. But if somebody had to come behind me and they'd be like, oh, So I am working on trying to be more organized in my creativity, because my mind is so creative. I'm always on the swivel thinking of new things. I think of my topics. I think I write. You know, there's things that I do that sometimes things can get tangled, and you have to have a certain type of organizational skills when it comes to, developing your course. So looking forward, things that we need to really um, focus on, we need to work on. Time is not going to wait on you. You're not getting any younger. Age is catching up with you. Life is going by. So whatever your passions are, focus on your passions. Continue to build up, regardless of what other people say, because other people don't always mean you any good unless you are getting positive feedback and you're getting fed positive food. Don't get caught up with it. Constructive criticism sometime from a business partner or a friend. If you ask for their opinion about something, be willing to take it in. It does not mean that you have to change your whole course because of what they said. You may not even agree with what they said. However, there may be some things that'll be like, food for thought. Okay? Don't block it off. Don't block it off. But for those that have negative folks in their circle all the time, folks that's trying to always stop you in midstream, slander what you're doing, um, slander you to other people behind your back. I can't tell you how many times I've had certain things come my way from individuals that'll say, "Well, Donna, I heard that you heard what? And you heard from who? And did you think not to ask me? You just took it in?" That's a big pet peeve of mine. For you who know my character, you know my character. If you want to question me about something, come to me. Ask me. I'll tell you. I don't have any problem telling you. Don't go by what people say because people are going to have a whole lot to say and it's not going to always be warm and fuzzy and good. But that's not going to stop me from doing what I do. You heard? You heard, chill. You heard. And we always got those that got something to say. Did you hear about such a she, he? No, girl, bye, boy, bye. I got a lot of people that would like to sit up and try to write a book about me, and they don't even know half of me. Okay, so stop. But so we have got to start encircling ourselves around positive food, positive meat. Um, any goals you have, start focusing and dissecting these pieces. Each step is each step. So each step you take, you're getting that much closer. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not gonna, you know, things are not gonna happen overnight. I've been doing what I've been doing for a very long time. So I'm not gonna stop in midstream because it's been a long time. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on because sooner or later, pow, right? That's how it goes. So you have to be passionate with what you're doing, and you have to continue to plunge forward. Don't get caught up in the okey doke of what other people are saying. Scratch it, okay? So we have got to do that. We have got to show love, compassion, and consideration, even to those who have wronged us, even to those who mean us no good. Pray for them. Pray that they get some new direction and they work it out. You just not gonna deal with them. You just chose not to deal with them because you ain't letting that in, right? You ain't letting that negativity in. So you chose not to deal with them, but pray that they find some direction, right? Show those who matter some love and comfort at times. What we need to do too, and I'm kind of guilty with that. Sometimes I'll do it more with a text or something because I may not have the time to talk all the time, even though I talk a lot, but I may not have the time to talk. So I'll text somebody, "Hey, how you doing? Thinking about you, sending love, whatever, whatever." I'll let them know that they're in my heart and thoughts. And that goes a long way because you never know in that moment on that day what a person is going through. And just your little reaching out makes the world of difference. But we have got to start calling people more and even paying someone that's dear to us a visit every now and again because we all need that. We all need that. It's New Year's Eve. There's a lot of people, especially with the weather and everything that's going on. There's a lot of people that's lonely right now. They're not spending this holiday season with anyone. This is a trying season for me. Like I mentioned in the past video, my mom passed 5 years ago, the 29th of December. So that was just the other day, right after Christmas, right before New Year's and my birthday and my brother's birthday. And it's just a trying season for me. So I try to stay positive. I try to stay in the realm and the light of how she would want me to be. And I try to reach out and let those know that I do care, that they are in my thoughts, and because they may not be here tomorrow. You may not be here tomorrow. So, you're not going to be able to rewind the clock and say, "Okay, let me get a chance to do that again. I missed that one." No, it doesn't work like that, you guys. We have got to do better at keeping in touch and reaching out, and make sure that you show love unconditionally. Don't do things with the mindset of, I want something back. I did it for them, they should do it back. No. Just like with the holidays, holiday season, people give gifts, they buy gifts, they go bankrupt, they do all that. Some people don't have it to give you a gift. Don't get a gift or show love because you're wanting them to give you a gift or show love back. Just do it because that's what you want to do. That's what's here. And it's not about, I mean, we all feel bad, especially holiday time. Somebody give you something and you didn't have nothing to give them, and you're like, oh man, I didn't get you nothing. It's not about that. Because I've had many a Christmases and times of year, birthdays, whatever, where I couldn't do nothing for the person, but I would get them a nice little card and let them know, hey, I wish I could do more. Enjoy your beautiful day, love you, boom, boom. And that went a mile and beyond to them because I thought about them in that moment. So we have got to do more of that. If you want to start working on you want to lose some pounds, you want to get your mind right, you want to stop doing, like I mentioned, smoking, or maybe you drink too much, or whatever it is you're struggling with, you want to do better with that, start working on it. Start working on it. Not just the new year, but take it one day at a time. You may not start the new year. You may decide to start in March, April, May, June, July. The thing is, start. Okay? Start. And it's better now than later. Start. So love shouldn't have been a surprise. That's right. A gift was expected when love shouldn't have been a surprise. That's right. Showing love is the thing to do. Just show that love. Show that they, whoever it is, show that they matter. You know, um, some are really good at showing when there's something to gain in return. I'm going to do this, that because I know I can get this, that. And that's not how it should be. It should be from the heart, regardless of what you get. You're not doing it to get, you're doing it because it's here and you want to give. And that's what we have to start working more on. Um, Making sure that, some of us got to work on our attitude. Attitude is stank. Okay? For real. We got to work on our attitude. Some got a bad attitude. You don't know from day. I work with some people like that too. From day to day, you don't know what side of the bed they didn't got off on. Today they got a funky one. Tomorrow they all smiles and happy go lucky, and you're like, oh, okay, I like that one better. How come she don't come visit more? Or he don't come visit more? Why you just don't know. Then you have those who's basically melancholy. That's just how they are. That's their persona. That's me. I'm bubbly boo. I'm me. I ain't changing. If I got a little something I'm dealing with, I'm just a little quieter during that season. But pretty much I'm me. You don't have to worry about today is the drastic change. Tomorrow is back down here. The next day is up there. I don't flip around like that. I am who I am. And you either gotta love me or you hate me. And usually those who hate me just got some kind of thing against me that goes beyond anything I could do. Okay. So we have got to work on that. We have to work on those attitudes. Okay. Some of you have you got the mindset where you want to find love. You ready to be loved. You perhaps you want to get married. You're looking for a relationship status or whatever. You know, people be expecting a few dollars to fall out instead of embracing the message. Yeah, a car. You know what, Chill? You are so right. I I forget who that was. One year, I forgot. I gave them a card and they were literally shaking it. Like, what's in it? What's in it? Ain't nothing in the card. It's just a card. Why are you expecting something in a card? You know, maybe that's what they used to. I know my mom, she was notorious about giving us cards for holidays and birthdays, and we always had something fall out of it. If something didn't fall out of my mama's card, we'd be like, "You all right? You okay, mama? Oh, okay." Because that's just what she did. But we can't always expect somebody because they gave you a card for something to fall out of it. They may not have had nothing to fall out of it. As a matter of fact, they might have shook their piggy bank just to go to the dollar store to get you the cutest card they could find that seemed to have fit your personality. It's the thought, you guys. It's the thought. So, you know, we have got to stop trying to expect things when it comes to love, consideration, and understanding for others. We have got to. I talked to the other day on a video about us being more supportive of one another, especially us as a people. We seem to not support one another enough. If it's not something we're getting out of it, we're not going to have anything to do with it. Or we want them to support what we're doing, a host of things we're doing, but when was the last time they supported something you're doing? And that's a big pet peeve of mine because within my means, I'm going to support you. You got something, even if you selling dog biscuits, I don't even have a dog, but I'm going to get $5 together, $10 together, and I'm going to get a couple of biscuits, put them on my shelf because somebody going to come by to have a dog. Okay? But it's because that's what you're doing. And I love you and I'm supporting you. So I'm going to buy a couple of them biscuits. But you have us that don't support one another. We have got to do more of that. And it doesn't always mean monetarily supporting. Sometimes you may not can buy. I remember that one of the things that touched my heart. I was doing something. I think it was a meet and greet. I would do like once a year, every other year. I would do a meet and greet to get everybody together in my grown folks group. I would rent a little, hall or something lightweight, and we would just all bring something and have our little fun and mix and mingle and meet, and do it that way. And it was one gentleman, I'm not going to say his name, but if you're watching, you know who you are. He was going through some financial issues, and I was asking everybody to give a donation of 15, 20, $25, whatever you could give, just give it. And I that person hit me and they let me know that their financial situation was really bad at that time. And they sent me $5. And I'm gonna tell you, I had somebody that sent 50, but that $5 touched my heart even more so than that 50 could have 30 times. Okay? Because I knew that they were hurting and struggling, but to support. And on top of that, they were out of state and they couldn't get to the event because they didn't have the money to fly out and be a part of it during that time. But they sent $5. I'm so sorry. I'm just that really touched me. They sent me $5 to support what I was doing. And this is what I mean. We have got to support each other more, you guys. We have got to do that. We don't have enough of that going on. And it's the little things that matter. It's not the big mountain modes. It's not the big molehills. It's the little things that matter. And you know who you are if you're watching. That $5, man, it's still to this day. And this was some years ago. And it to this day still touches my heart. because I knew they didn't have it. So, excuse me, guys. I say that to say I am really, really passionate about us supporting one another. It is the greatest feeling to be working towards something and doing something, knowing that you have positive support of those who really genuinely care about you instead of being in the backdrop laughing and mocking and waiting for you to slip and fall. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been here supporting me. um I'm not Oprah, but I aim to be Oprah and greater one day. That's for sure. And I just want to tell you guys, because I got a little emotional, I'm gonna have to go. Got to go. So I just wanted to say thank you, Chill, for always chiming in here, and everybody else. Chill always got something to say, always make this great. You help me think about other things to say as I am talking. You are the bomb. Chill and I go back. We've done some radio shows together. He's the bomb. He's the greatest. I was in school. I remember I was taking a class at San Francisco State, and I needed to do an interview on somebody. And who's Oprah? I'm Donna. That's right, Chill. Um, and I contacted Chill because I needed to do an interview on somebody. It was in one of my radio classes, and he was so open to do this for me and honored. And I had so many questions that I had to ask him, and I was new trying to do this thing. And I just want to say thank you, Chill. I got an A on that assignment. I don't know if I ever shared that with you, but I got an A on that assignment. And thank you for being there for me. And it's been how many years? I graduated in 2015. Yeah, 2015, since I graduated college. And he has been rolling with me before that, during that, and now. And I just want to say you are appreciated. I love you so much, Doc Chill. Stat is. Yes, I do. And I thank everybody who's been a part of it. And we're going to have a fantastic 2023. I am ready for some great, great content. I'm ready for some creativity. I'm ready for some positive interactions. I'm ready for your constructive criticism. I'm ready to do the damn thing even greater than I did this year. Okay? So you guys be safe. Mwah. I love you. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. You have a wonderful day and a good, good celebration this evening. Be safe. I'll see y'all on Monday for the Grown Folk Table Talk. Much love. Mwah. Thanks for rolling with me. Talk to you later, Chill.